Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm excited to welcome you to this presentation on AI for detection of data anomalies in QC laboratories. My name is Dr. S.K. Singh, and I hold a PhD in this field. Today, we will explore how artificial intelligence can help identify data irregularities more effectively in quality control settings. We'll look at the key methods, benefits, and real-world applications of AI in maintaining data integrity. So, let's get started and see how this innovative approach can transform our laboratories. Now, let's take a closer look at the types of data generated in a QC laboratory. First, we have analytical instrument data, which comes from a variety of sophisticated tools like HPLC, GC, UV, and FTIR. These instruments are essential for accurately measuring the quality attributes of our products. Next, we have stability study results, which help us determine how our products maintain their quality over time under different conditions. Then, there's environmental monitoring data that ensures the manufacturing environment remains within safe and compliant parameters. We also rely on calibration and maintenance records to keep our equipment functioning correctly, and batch release documentation, which officially approves products for distribution. Moving on, it's important to recognize the key challenges we face with this data. Manual review processes have limitations. They can be time-consuming and prone to errors. As data becomes more complex, managing and analyzing it effectively becomes increasingly difficult. Human errors and inconsistencies are common risks, which can compromise data integrity. This, in turn, can delay the identification of anomalies, potentially impacting product quality and compliance. Overall, understanding these data types and challenges is crucial as we explore how to improve our QC processes and ensure the highest standards of quality and safety. So, what are data anomalies? Well, they are unusual, inconsistent, or unexpected patterns that we might see in laboratory data. These anomalies can be a sign of errors, deviations in our processes, equipment problems, or even potential compliance risks. Recognizing these is crucial because they can impact the accuracy and reliability of our data. Now, let's talk about the different types of anomalies. First, we have point anomalies, which occur when a single result is significantly different from what we expect. Imagine a lone test result that's way outside the normal range. That's a point anomaly. Then, there are contextual anomalies, where the data might look normal in one context but abnormal under specific operating conditions. For example, a measurement that seems fine during normal operation but appears unusual during a particular process phase. Lastly, collective anomalies involve groups of data points that, together, show unusual patterns. These are more subtle but equally important to identify. Moving on to potential causes, there are several reasons why anomalies might occur. Instrument malfunction is a common culprit. If a device isn't calibrated properly, it can produce misleading results. Human errors in data entry can also introduce anomalies, especially when manual input is involved. Sample contamination is another critical factor. If samples are contaminated, the data will reflect that anomaly. Process variability, or inconsistencies in how procedures are carried out, can also lead to irregularities. And finally, cybersecurity issues or data manipulation risks can't be overlooked. They can compromise data integrity entirely. Understanding these anomalies and their causes helps us maintain high data quality, ensure compliance, and make more informed decisions in our laboratory processes. Let's take a closer look at some of the limitations of traditional quality control approaches. First, they can be quite time-consuming. Analyzing data manually takes a lot of effort and can slow down the entire process. Additionally, these methods heavily depend on human expertise, meaning the quality of the analysis relies on the skill and experience of the personnel involved. Another challenge is that traditional approaches often struggle to detect hidden patterns or subtle anomalies that might indicate a problem. This can lead to delayed corrective actions, which in turn could impact product quality or compliance. Plus, these methods don't scale well when dealing with large datasets, making it harder to keep up as data volume grows. Historically, QC has relied on manual review of chromatograms and reports, rule-based threshold monitoring, or retrospective investigations after issues are identified. While these methods have served us for some time, they are limited in their ability to provide real-time insights or adaptability. This brings us to why AI is so essential in modern QC laboratories. The role of AI is to enable continuous, automated, and intelligent monitoring of lab data. It can identify anomalies in real time, helping us catch issues early and act promptly. This shift not only improves efficiency, but also enhances accuracy and consistency in quality control, aligning perfectly with the overarching goal of advancing our laboratory practices. Let's take a closer look at the AI technologies we use for anomaly detection. First, machine learning, or ML, plays a crucial role by learning patterns from historical laboratory data. This allows it to automatically detect deviations from normal behavior, which is essential for early identification of potential issues. Moving on to deep learning, this technology helps us identify complex and hidden relationships within multidimensional datasets, uncovering insights that might not be obvious at first glance. Next, natural language processing, or NLP, enables us to analyze laboratory notes, audit trails, and deviation reports. This helps us extract valuable information from unstructured text data, improving our overall detection capabilities. Then, we have computer vision, which detects abnormalities in visual inspections and instrument outputs. Think of it as giving our systems the ability to see and interpret images or visual data accurately. Finally, statistical and predictive analytics allow us to forecast abnormal trends before a critical failure occurs. By predicting these issues early, we can take proactive measures to maintain quality and safety. Altogether, these AI technologies work synergistically to enhance our anomaly detection processes, supporting the overall theme of improving reliability and precision in laboratory operations. Let's take a closer look at the end-to-end AI monitoring process. This process is designed to ensure that our AI systems are operating effectively and reliably. One of the key outputs we get from this process includes risk scores, which help us quantify the potential issues or vulnerabilities in our models. We also generate automated alerts, enabling us to respond quickly when something unusual occurs. Additionally, trend deviation reports allow us to monitor shifts over time, helping us detect when our data or model performance is drifting from expected patterns. Another important output is support for root cause analysis, which helps us pinpoint exactly what's causing any issues so we can address them efficiently. Now, this entire process is organized into several workflow stages. We start with data collection, gathering the necessary information from various sources. Next comes data cleaning and normalization, where we prepare the data to ensure accuracy and consistency. Then, we move to feature extraction, transforming raw data into meaningful inputs for our models. After that, we focus on model training and validation, making sure our models are learning correctly and performing well. Once our models are deployed, real-time data monitoring begins. This is where we keep a close eye on ongoing operations, continuously checking for anomalies. If we detect any anomalies, we generate alerts to notify the team immediately. Finally, we investigate these alerts and take corrective actions as needed to maintain the integrity and performance of our AI systems. This entire cycle forms a robust framework that helps us maintain trust and accountability in our AI-driven processes. Let's take a look at the various data sources used in QC laboratories. First, we have operational data, which includes things like audit trails, environmental monitoring logs, calibration records, and user activity logs. These are essential for tracking daily activities and ensuring compliance. They help us understand how equipment and processes are functioning over time. Next, we have IoT and smart sensors. These devices continuously monitor temperature and humidity, which are critical parameters for many tests. They also include equipment performance sensors that provide real-time data on how machines are operating, giving us immediate insights into potential issues before they impact results. Then there's instrumentation data from key laboratory systems. For example, HPLC or UPLC systems, gas chromatography, spectroscopy instruments, and dissolution testing systems. These generate highly detailed data that form the backbone of many quality assessments. Finally, we rely on laboratory systems such as LIMS, which manages sample information and workflows, CDS, which handles chromatography data, and electronic lab notebooks, or ELNs, that digitize experimental records. These systems not only streamline data management, but also enhance traceability and compliance. Connecting all these sources, it's clear that comprehensive data collection, from operational logs to advanced instrumentation and digital systems, is fundamental for maintaining rigorous quality control. They work together to ensure accuracy, consistency, and regulatory adherence in our laboratories. Let's explore some of the key applications of AI anomaly detection in our industry. First, there's the detection of analytical deviations. This means that AI can automatically identify abnormal assay results or impurity levels, helping us catch issues early without manual intervention. Next, we have chromatogram pattern analysis. AI can spot peak abnormalities and inconsistencies in integration, ensuring our data remains accurate and reliable. Moving on, instrument performance monitoring is crucial. AI can predict calibration drift and even detect equipment malfunctions before they cause significant problems, saving time and resources. Environmental monitoring is another vital area. AI can detect abnormal conditions in cleanrooms in real time, maintaining strict quality standards. Then there's data integrity surveillance. AI continuously checks audit trails for suspicious activities or unauthorized modifications, safeguarding our data's trustworthiness. Lastly, stability study monitoring benefits from AI by detecting unusual degradation patterns early, allowing us to make informed decisions about product shelf life and storage conditions. All these applications demonstrate how AI anomaly detection enhances efficiency, accuracy, and compliance across our processes, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of advancing quality and reliability in our work. Let's take a closer look at the benefits of AI-driven anomaly detection. Starting with compliance benefits, adopting AI helps us become more prepared for regulatory inspections by strengthening our regulatory readiness. It also enhances our audit preparedness, making the process smoother and more efficient. Plus, it improves traceability and transparency, giving us clear records and insights that support compliance efforts. Moving on to strategic benefits, using AI fosters a data-driven quality culture across the organization. It enhances our decision-making capabilities by providing accurate, timely insights, which is crucial for continuous improvement and strategic planning. In terms of quality benefits, AI improves data integrity, ensuring our data is accurate and reliable. It enables faster detection of anomalies, which helps us address issues before they escalate. This reduces out-of-specification events, minimizing waste and rework. Ultimately, it leads to more consistent and accurate quality outcomes. Looking at operational benefits, AI reduces manual review efforts, freeing up our teams for more value-added tasks. It speeds up investigations, allowing us to respond quickly to issues. Additionally, it boosts laboratory productivity and reduces downtime and rework, making our operations more efficient overall. All these benefits tie back to our goal of leveraging AI to improve quality, compliance, and operational excellence across the board. Now, let's take a closer look at the regulatory and compliance considerations that are essential when implementing AI in regulated environments. First, there are several regulatory expectations that we need to keep in mind. These include rigorous model validation and verification processes to ensure our AI behaves as intended, and maintaining explainability and transparency so that stakeholders can understand how decisions are made. Additionally, an audit trail is critical for tracking changes and maintaining data integrity over time, which ties into controlled data governance practices. Moving on to key regulatory frameworks, We have important standards like FDA 21 CFR Part 11, which governs electronic records and signatures, and the EU GMP Annex 11, focused on computerized systems and manufacturing. Principles like ALCOA Plus emphasize data integrity, ensuring that data is attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, complete, consistent, and enduring. The ICH Q9 guidelines promote quality risk management, helping us identify and mitigate potential risks associated with AI deployment. Lastly, GAMP5 provides a structured approach to validation, ensuring our systems are compliant and reliable. In terms of best practices, human oversight remains crucial, especially for critical decisions where AI outputs impact patient safety or product quality. Continuous monitoring of AI models helps detect performance drift or biases that might develop over time. Proper documentation and validation protocols are essential. They not only support compliance, but also foster trust in our AI systems by providing clear records of development, testing, and deployment processes. Altogether, these considerations and frameworks form the foundation for responsible AI use, aligning technology with regulatory requirements and ultimately supporting safe, effective, and compliant applications in our industry. Now, let's take a look at some of the key challenges we face when implementing AI. First, on the technical side, we often encounter issues like poor quality or fragmented data, which can really hamper the effectiveness of our models. Integrating AI systems with existing legacy systems is also complex and can require significant effort. Then, there's the challenge of model accuracy. False positives can lead to serious issues, especially in critical applications. Additionally, finding and retaining AI expertise remains a hurdle for many organizations. Moving on to compliance challenges, validating AI models to ensure they perform reliably and ethically is essential, but it can be quite complicated. Gaining regulatory acceptance, especially for autonomous systems, adds another layer of complexity. Plus, concerns around data privacy and cybersecurity are more prominent than ever, and addressing these is crucial to build trust and ensure secure deployment. Finally, organizational challenges can't be overlooked. Resistance to change is common within teams, and high implementation costs can be a barrier for many organizations. There's also a need for strong cross-functional collaboration. Getting different departments to work together seamlessly is vital for success. All these challenges highlight how implementing AI is not just a technical task, but a comprehensive organizational effort. Overcoming these hurdles is essential to fully realize the transformative potential of AI in our operations. Let's take a look at a practical example of how AI can make a real difference in a pharmaceutical QC lab. In this case, the lab implemented AI-based anomaly detection specifically for analyzing chromatographic data. Now, initially, they faced quite a few challenges. The manual review process was very time-consuming, which slowed things down. They also had issues with late detection of integration errors, meaning problems could slip through until it was too late. Plus, they were getting frequent audit observations, which can be quite stressful and disruptive. So, to address these issues, they developed an AI solution. They trained machine learning models on their historical chromatogram data, which allowed the system to learn what normal looks like. They also integrated real-time anomaly alerts directly into their existing systems like CDS and LIMS, enabling faster responses. Additionally, they automated trend analysis and reporting, which helped streamline the entire process. The results were impressive. They saw a 40% reduction in manual review time, meaning their team could focus on higher-value activities. Abnormal peaks were identified much faster, improving the overall efficiency and accuracy of their analysis. This also enhanced their compliance readiness, as they could more reliably meet regulatory expectations. And finally, the time it took to investigate issues was significantly reduced, speeding up the entire quality control cycle. Overall, this example highlights how leveraging AI not only addresses specific challenges, but also aligns with the broader goal of improving quality, efficiency, and compliance in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Looking ahead, let's explore some exciting future trends in AI-powered QC laboratories. One key area is future technologies, where we'll see generative AI being used to automate investigation reports, making it faster and more consistent. Autonomous self-correcting laboratories are also on the horizon, which means labs could self-adjust and optimize themselves without needing constant human input. Digital twins will become more prevalent, allowing us to simulate laboratory processes virtually, which helps in testing and planning without disrupting actual operations. Explainable AI, or XAI, will be crucial for building regulatory confidence because it helps us understand how AI makes decisions, ensuring transparency and compliance. Additionally, Edge AI will enable real-time monitoring of instruments, providing immediate insights and reducing downtime. Now, shifting to industry transformation, these technological advances will lead to smarter laboratories that are more integrated and efficient. We'll see continuous quality verification, where quality checks happen seamlessly throughout the process, not just at the end. Predictive compliance systems will anticipate regulatory issues before they happen, reducing risks and ensuring smoother approvals. Finally, what does all this mean for us? We can expect faster product releases, as these innovations streamline development and testing. Compliance risks will decrease because of better monitoring and understanding of processes. And overall, laboratory efficiency and scalability will improve significantly, allowing us to handle larger volumes with greater precision. These trends are truly shaping the future of quality control in ways that will benefit both industry and consumers alike. As we wrap up this slide, I want to emphasize that AI has a transformative impact on how we detect data anomalies in QC laboratories. It's not just about faster detection, but significantly improving accuracy and reliability. This intelligent monitoring enhances data integrity, which is crucial for making informed decisions and maintaining trust in our results. Furthermore, it boosts operational efficiency by automating routine checks and flagging issues early, saving time and resources. And of course, it helps ensure we're meeting regulatory requirements more consistently. However, successful implementation relies on a solid foundation, robust data infrastructure, validated AI models, and strong governance practices. Without these, the full potential can't be realized. Looking ahead, AI-driven anomaly detection will become a core capability in next-generation pharmaceutical quality systems. It's about moving from reactive data review to proactive, predictive, and compliance-driven quality ecosystems. As I often say, AI is transforming QC laboratories from reactive environments into intelligent, predictive systems that support better quality management across the board. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any questions or need additional information, I'm here to help. Just contact us through the provided details, and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I really appreciate your engagement and look forward to staying connected.